Yes, hello guys, welcome to another video today. After working with over 100 plus football agents and clubs, helping them negotiate deals, looking at also the consequences of those that have not been signing, let's say signing a single player. So trying to analyze what has been happening that makes them not to sign a single player. A lot of agents also have the license, but they never make a single deal. So today we're going to be trying to fix that for you guys, why most football agents fail to sign players, what separates dreamers from dream makers, and who also, and let's say, how the big agents make their moves. So stick around, and I'm going to help you a lot on this. Get a pen and paper, and you're going to learn a little bit about how to make your next move or to sign your next player, if this can help you. So let's say, what is the problem, or why some people have their license and they don't sign players? Okay, the first thing or the first problem we'll address here is they rely only on the FIFA license, thinking that is enough. Okay, so when you get your license as an agent, you many people always think like, now I've gotten the license, agents, football players are going to ring me, and this is going to be just easy. But it doesn't happen that way. Remember, you are in an industry that has a lot of people, a lot of agents that have always also passed the exam. So in this first, you have to change this in your mind that if you have the license, you have to start pushing for network. Okay, this is what the top agents do. Most people in this industry, as you all know, football is a business industry, and if you don't have the network, you don't have the cash. So try to work on the first thing. I'll try fix that. Don't think about that. The license is just a piece of paper. Of course, it's very important that it gives you the professionalism that you're now also a professional in that field. But now you still need to go to clubs, and to open your mouth and try to negotiate or build network with sporting directors, head of recruitment, and all those scouts and everyone. Okay, so that's very important that start doing this and don't only think about your license, because you're not going to have anything from that. So the next thing also I'll tell you is people don't be you don't build trust with football clubs or players. This is one thing. So that's the next thing. So remember, when you have your license, you're just a new agent. So for example, there are other agents who have been into the industry 5, 10, 15 years. So they have been already building trust with other players. So for you to come for a player to sign, I think most of you guys have been trying, who have been trying, you understand this that I'm trying to say. Most of you, when you contact a player, that player, when he goes behind, he tries to check who is this person, who has this person signed. When they hit your name, maybe on Google, and don't see you, the next time you write him after that positive conversation, you don't get anything from him, because he feels that you're not going to go anywhere with him. Okay, so because they have built, because the old agents have built trust and network with other clubs, but you're still a beginner. So the reason you fail is because you don't build those trust. So start at the lower level, go to academics, talk to people who trust you, get them, and start putting them into football clubs. Okay, don't go for the big names now, because the big names are not going to chase you. Once you have done two, three, or one, two, three, four signings from young 16, 17 years old, and they go to the pro level, when they type your name on the keyboard, it's going to appear that these players, you own these players. The big names are going to trust you. So you can go from there. Okay. So most of agents also will fail, waste time with unrealistic targets, and the wrong profile. Let's take, for example, if you're an agent coming into the industry, why are you going to go and sign? Why are you going to be talking about Ronaldo that you want to sign him? That is never going to work, because Ronaldo is going to be looking for agents who are already like having who can change, who can do different things, massive things. So that's why I say you focus on realistic targets. Set targets like, let's take for example, this year I want to have five, let's say 5, 10, or whatsoever target players in my agency. So you start with the young ones, the teenagers, the 15 years, the 16 years, or 17 years, those people who are willing to have agents who are good players, willing to take the next step. Those people are going to accept you. Go to those people, pitch to them, watch them, train them, talk to them, meet their parents, and go from there. So this is how you go. If you think you are going to get a big person, maybe how can I say it? Someone that is like playing professional, let's say playing for a Bayern Munich, and just turn up and say, "Can you represent me?" That is not going to work. That can only be a family relation or whatsoever thing that can happen there. But for saying that you don't know that person and you have no relation, it's not going to work because that person is going to go for the agency, like the big agency. There are a lot of big agency out there. So okay, that's one thing that I would say you have to plan. You have to plan your move. Okay, the next thing also I look is most agents who fail also they don't have strategies, and also they don't have their brand. They don't build their network the right way. What do I mean by that? When I say you don't have strategy, let's take for example, if I was starting as a new agent who just had the license, this is what I'll be doing. I give an example. I will go to, let me say, I'll go to all local clubs around my city. I'll start exploiting them. I'll go to them, really pitch, look at the players who are playing there who have no agent. Try to talk to them. I just got my license. I'm going to be an agent. I'm an agent. Well, I can bring you to a club. When you get those people, you talk to them. You try not to also go because those people are going to give you the green light because they are talented, but they have no agent representing them because they are local. No one sees them probably. You go not to maybe a professional club who you think that this player can play there, and try not to talk to that club. That way, you have this player that's very good. After having a highlight of those players, you just show to the people in that club. Just do it basically like that. So as long as the player is good and you've worked there, because there's one thing I always say, face-to-face networking is very important. When you go there, actually, it is going to help that you talk to them and they're going to accept, probably give you, say, okay, bring the player on trials. Okay, this is how it works. So you have to step out of your house and do this actually practically. And also another next thing I would say is new agents, of course, this is not fault, but they lack a negotiation experience. Yeah. So what I mean by that is you go to speak to a club about a player, anything that happens, you just accept. The club start to feel like, this person, are we really even comfortable? Why is everything going so smoothly? So the experienced people, but this is you cannot blame yourself about this because you have to learn over time. Okay. So take a pen and paper. These are the solution I'm going to give you. Start with 1 to 3 players that you personally guide and build revalue them. Start with 1 to 3 players. Guide them and build revalue them. If you think you can manage 1 to 5, it's okay. But start. George Mendes, who you see as a super agent today, started with 1 player. Nino Esperanto Santos, who was a goalkeeper that he signed in Deportivo La Corona in those his days. He was actually a DJ. He was operating a nightclub, but because he negotiated this opened him the doors of the Portuguese market. And then before he started building his network with other people, because people knew that okay, this guy he has clients. So start with someone with that player is going to open you the doors to other people. That's how it go. That's how it goes. Okay, you have to build this foundation because this is going to help you to blossom. As I said, focus on local connections and smaller clubs first. Grow from there. Start growing from there. It's going to help you because when you get, let's say, when you get the local when you get the connections with players in your local environment, the players who are all good, I mean, who are good players, you can take them to other places and you're going to have that network of your local community. The next you can go to another place, start building from place. George Mendes, as I repeat, started just in Portugal. He expanded to England, he expanded to Spain, expanded to Italy. Now he's all over. So you see that you have to always start from where. Don't try to think too far. Start from where you think is uh, you have the connections that or the people are willing to give you a chance, the players. And there's one thing I also so build trust before connection. Okay, try to visit clubs. If you are try to visit club, watch them, see the players, talk to them, solve their problem, communicate. Don't just pop up the first day and say, I'm an agent, I want to sign you into my industry, I'm going to take you somewhere. the best way to do this is try to always provide value. Go there and try to watch the player, offer one or two advice. Let's take, for example, in example, if I was to sign a young player, let's say I go to watch that player and I see that his parents are there, I'll be trying to try to build communication with the parents also, because there you're trying to provide value and maybe offer one or two tips about football to the parents. Another time you can come now and talk about, oh, I'm an agent. If you want, we can sit down and have a chat, a coffee, and over it we can think about, if the player doesn't have an agent, we can see how we can do this. That's how it works. Okay. You can also use Instagram and always to advertise yourself, talk about or talks like normally I'm always on Instagram talking about prayers, giving advice, all those things, or LinkedIn, which is the best. People see you from there and also people can network with you. That's a good way. Okay, that's very important. Learn how to negotiate this smartly. Be consistent. Do it regularly because it's what you want to be. You want to be. It's what you like to do. The beginning is always a little bit difficult, but at the end, it's going to be very successful. Invest. It's almost like when you're planting a fruit. The moment as you're watering that fruit, when it grows, you start gaining or enjoying the fruit, eating the fruit. So this is also like you planting, building the foundation of your industry or of your agency. You have to start from somewhere. It's very important. Of course, collaborate with other agents, scouts who already have players or clubs just to hear what they say also. But put yourself, work on this method for you're going to achieve. Yeah. This is very important. This basic, it seems easy, but if you're consistent with it, you're going to get it right. So this, now you understand all this. If you want to be, let's say one of the, if you want to avoid being one of the 90% who sign players, drop me a comment and then we can have one or two talks. I can give you a few advices because I've been moving around talking to visiting sporting directors and talking also to head of recruitment a lot. I can give you tips on how to approach or to meet these people or how you can approach these people. Okay. So if you have any question, leave me also a message or leave also a comment. I'm going to read and also reply to you. So this is what I had for you guys today, and also I hope it helps you also. Okay. Take care and talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.